Howdy y'all, and welcome back to another video. Today I just want to go over my initial thoughts about the hero beta that just opened up and go over the warrior's ability tree. And so I guess let's get into it. I'm going to go like one by one, look at all the ability tree, and you can I'm going to put in the description a link to a forum thread where you can see all the ability tree without having to go to hero beta. But anyways, we have Bash, which you know obviously is the same as in live, but look at the mana cost. You know how all the mana, you know your mana bar, base mana bar is 100, so they multiplied base mana by 5. This is 9 cost Bash. I don't know what it is in live, but I don't think it's 9. I think maybe it's like 7 or something like that. It's 9 cost, the same as Uppercut. Of course, some of these I might just be plain wrong on, so feel free to correct me. Anyways, we also have Spear Proficiency and increases range, cheaper Bash, minus 10, so that does bring it down to 35, and I think we can bring it down to 30 with another Bash thing, which is, I guess, would be 6 cost. We also have Double Bash, self-explanatory, Charge, also self-explanatory, Heavy Impact. I don't know, I would usually choose this tree because I don't know how good Heavy Impact is. Maybe if you go like Battle Monk, it's probably pretty good on Battle Monk to like cycle with like Generalist and stuff. Vehement, yeah, that's just kind of there. I guess if you have low walk speed, that's great, but Tougher Skin, cool. I can't believe that max is at 100. I mean, I guess 100 extra health is nice, but a bit, I don't know. Ore Scream, base 35, spell cost. Cheaper Charge, Uppercut, obviously. Also base 9, like Bash. And then we have the Masteries, and here, Half Moon Swipe, aka absolutely freaking necessary. A necessary upgrade if you want to do spell spam, like, and it's locked behind Battle Monk. So if you want to do spell spam, you're gonna have to do some Battle Monk. If you can't tell, I'm a bit frustrated with this thing, and I'm making this a little bit in frustration. So, pardon me if all my takes aren't absolutely the best, but that's crazy that you're basically locked behind Half Moon Swipes to do spell spam. Anyways, we also have Quadruple Bash and Fireworks, both also self-explanatory. Quadruple Bash actually pretty cool for like if you're running fast hybrid or like uppercut spam, because it'll just have more damage hits. We have also Flame, which, by the way, funnily enough, Paladin gets a decent amount of damage options. Obviously not as much as like Battle Monk or Fallen, but a decent amount. Also, don't pay attention to my ability tree choices. They're probably not the best. Flyby Jab, Iron Lungs, Then we have Mantle the Bovamist, and okay, here's where we're starting. Okay, Paladin. Here's where I'm starting to take issue with Paladin. Mantle of the Bovamist only applies to the Paladin. It doesn't apply to your party. So, and this is most of the other Paladin skill tree. I'm gonna just, like, okay, Guardian got nerfed to 20%. And I don't care. That's good. Guardian should have been nerfed. Guardian never should have been the only mythic that allows, the only weapon, item that allows warriors to actually play team support and tank for allies. However, like, the only other thing that I see, okay, we have Mantle of the Bovamist, Provoke, awesome, amazing, should have been there, that's awesome, lovely, great. Also, Gates War Scream cost, but anyways, Provoke is amazing and is amazing to have. But look at the rest of the tree. Look at the rest of the tree. We have for the tanking off, Rejuvenating Skin, self-tanking, cool. Sparkling Hope, that's not a thing. Radiance, okay. I'll get to Radiance in a sec, but let's look at. So we have Second Chance, so you can survive a fatal blow, which is amazing. But Martyr, a 3-second duration for taking fatal damage? Okay, how many times are you near your allies when you die? Okay, how many times are your allies going to die within 3 seconds of you dying? Alright. Like, when is this used? What is the use case? So let's see. So for a paladin trying to tank, we have provoke and radiance. Now radiance is not to be underestimated. That'll boost like health boost, HPR percent, lifesteal. I mean, it'll increase it'll increase everything, your walk speed, everything. But that's the only quote unquote tank. It's not even tanking really. It's helping their sustain, unless they have like obscene health boosts. Like I guess what would that be, like statue? But don't get me wrong, Radiance is amazing and I love it. I really like. Paladin has great tanking abilities, I guess, for self-tanking. Provoke is amazing. It's just I was kind of hoping for more team tanking, but I'm good with what I have, especially if Provoke is actually works good. But like, Provoke isn't gonna like save your allies from dying to an eye laser, or if the boss decides to slam on you, like it's not gonna prevent that. So I don't know. We'll have to see it play out more. I was mildly disappointed, but honestly, the Paladin tree, very cool for like self-tanking. But anyways, let's get to the rest. Counter, that's cool. I get, if you want to run agility, there you go. Battle Monk. Generalist, another ability gated behind Battle Monk that is like, I'm not gonna say it's necessary for spell, but like, look at that. That's crazy. And what's crazy is Fallen basically can't use War Scream. Like, look, Bacall's Grasp, you're gated behind War Scream. So you can't really use that with Generalist, so you're going to have to use Charge with Generalist to get your costs down if you want to do that. I mean, maybe I'm overselling the importance of Generalist, but look, it just looks so strong. Like what I'm basically saying is like, it seems like you have to go Battle Monk to do spell cost stuff. Anyways, I'm being too into this, but Spear Fissions, precise. I don't even know how that works. Is that like 30% multiplicative at the end if you crit? I don't even know. Yeah, cool, great, cheaper uppercut, amazing. Aerodynamics, another quality of life thing that costs 2 ability points, which I guess that's fine. It's slightly annoying, but it's fine, Battle Monk is like the mobility class, and apparently the spell spam class. But we have Air Shout, interesting for warriors who can't decide whether they want to pull mobs in or push them away, because War Scream will do both in this case. By the way, War Scream pull, weird thing. I don't know about it. It honestly worked quite well when I tried doing the raid, but it's weird. It's weird. The pull from War Scream is just weird. I don't know, because like I feel like it's gonna kill me in some cases. Enraged Blow, very awesome, amazing. I loved trying out Fallen. I don't know if it's multiplicative, and I'm really curious if it is. Flying Kick, cool, great. So Battle Monk also gets to use their full kit. That's what I love about Battle Monk. It gets to use your full kit. So your charge will actually damage people. And I think Collide, yeah, you can do like a 300% attack damage with charge. I've heard it is real jank with CCI enemies though, so I don't know. We have Manichism, cool. Great, cool. Yeah, I guess mana if you keep getting hit. Interesting. I honestly don't know how good that is. Because you have to be taking constant damage to see any real benefit from it. Stronger Bash, great. Gated behind Paladin, interesting. Rejuvenating Skin, amazing. If people don't know how this works, think of it as 30% damage reduction, basically where every time you take damage, you're going to start regenning 1% of that damage that you took for over the course of 30 seconds. So it's basically just damage reduction. It's not really healing. It is technically healing, but it's not really. Burning Heart, interesting. You know, I guess they want paladins to use fire weapons. Cool, that's great. I mean, sorry, I shouldn't be so like upset, I guess, but like, I don't know. It's interesting that they're kind of just want you to use fire weapons with paladin, but Collide, yeah, I went over that. Ambidextrous, cool. Ragnarok, okay. So it's 30% damage boost, which I'm assuming is multiplicative, seems very good, and it is. I guess this is also to compensate for the loss of bash boost in 2.0. Weirdly though, the duration is like 30 seconds. So if you're playing Fallen, which this is in the Fallen tree, if you're in Corrupted for more than 30 seconds, which hopefully you are, if you're doing DPS, because like, I don't know, like, unless you have insane sustain, you can cast Ragnarok, go into Corrupted, blood pact your health down to half and start chugging, and then get out and then sustain up and then do it again for 30 seconds. I don't know if that's worth it. It's weird. Anyways, Comet, cool. Intoxicating Blood, amazing, exactly what I wanted. That's beautiful. You need 50 kills to regen all the health that you lost while Corrupted, but I guess that's fair. You know, Fallen is meant to be a risk, so there's that. I love this though. That's amazing. Boiling Blood, I really love this one too. I really enjoy having a massive blood rune on the ground that damages enemies. Mithril Skin, again, awesome. It's also awesome that your warrior base from 1.19 is gated behind Paladin. I love that. That's amazing. It's so awesome. I don't know. I guess because Fallen and Battle Monk are really strong. I don't know. I don't know. Shield Strike. These two are cool. Shield Strike and Sparkling Hope are very cool because it basically allows you to deal damage by being tanky. That's really cool that Paladin is kind of set up to do that. Cheaper Bash, interesting. Like, you're gating Cheaper Bash basically behind Paladin. Like, behind Paladin / Battle Monk. That's great. Like, if you want to go the Fallen skill tree, I guess you just don't want to spell spam. I guess you just don't want Cheaper Bash cost. Great. Radiance, as I already went over, amazing. Whirlwind Strike. This is cool. This is like, so you don't get to have the free upper fly like you do in 1.19. Or wait, am I thinking 1.20? Whatever the live version is, I might have flubbed that a few times. But anyways, this is really cool. I really like this, and it lets Battle Monk be like very mobile. Also cool. Reduces cost to charge. Free walk speed. Awesome. Yeah, that seems worth it. Plus 10, that's like plus 2 mana extra. That in the live version that would turn your uppercut. If you had 5 cost uppercut, that would make it to 15 cost, which would be 1 cost to 3 cost, and 3 cost even in the live version is almost unusable. Unless you have 1 cost bash, and that's it. That's even then it's dicey, and you need tons of mana. So that's interesting. And in 1. And then 2.0, you don't really have the option to reduce your spell cost because they changed int. So that's cool. This is awesome. I love this. You can't really use it on Fallen seemingly because you know you don't want to be outside of, like, you don't want to cast War Scream very often during Fallen, but Armor Breaker, very cool. Duration 5 seconds for losing 30% health. Like, don't get me wrong, that's really good, but like, how often are you going to be losing 30% health? You know. Anyways, Mash of Bass, I love this. I love having massive AoE on my bashes. We also have Massacre, another awesome thing. Let's see, did I skip one? Nope. Okay. Cheaper War Scream, great. Discombobulate, this is interesting. So, yeah, that's just really good. I guess by additive, does it mean additive that, like, it doesn't reset when you add another one to it, like it's not independently decaying, or does that mean that the boost is like additive, like spell damage percent? I don't know. If it isn't, if this is a multiplicative boost to elemental damage, you almost want to wonder why use Enraged Blow even, but I don't know. I don't know how it works, because if it's additive to spell damage percent, then it's probably still worth going for Enraged Blow only if this is multiplicative. I'm not particularly sure. Thunderclap, I think this works where, like, when you cast Bash, it radiates from you. I'm not actually too sure. I haven't seen it used / tried it, so I could be wrong on that. Yeah, that's also really cool. This is very cool. Which, interestingly, I think it's interesting that Battle Monk doesn't get Brink of Madness. I thought Battle Monk would have access to this, but I suppose not. Paladin does, so that's cool. I guess it's a tanking thing, so that, I mean, I guess it makes sense, but it's just weird. Cheaper Uppercut, again, tied to the bottom of the tree of either Paladin or Fallen. So if you want spell costs in 2.0, I guess you're playing Battle Monk Paladin. I guess that's what you're playing, because that's what you need. That's what you literally need to get all of your spell costs down. Again, I went over Martyr. I don't know how useful that is. It seems weird. I don't, like, how often is that going to actually save your team? A non-zero amount, but that's still not all the time. Cheaper War Scream, yeah. Blood Pact, useless. This and Hemorrhage, like, you can use it at the beginning of a fight to lower your health, but as for like using it as for mana, useless. If you want to completely refill a 100 mana bar, this is gonna, like, kill you. It's gonna put you on 1 HP. And this, it's just gonna put you on 50% HP. Like, again, it's good at the start of a fight, but if it procs during the middle of a fight, you are in a hot load of trouble unless you're doing non-challenging content. I don't know what more to say. I hate that I have to take Blood Pact to get Brink of Madness. I really don't want to take Blood Pact, but I have to if I want this, which is really, really good, and I like it. But again, what sucks about these perks is if you die at half, if you take enough damage to kill you at half health, Brink of Madness won't proc whatsoever. You have to be hit below 25%, but not low enough to kill you. So, I get overview of the ability tree. I think a lot of the abilities are very, very cool. It's just a lot of them are kind of like, I don't know. A lot of them are less than ideal, but I think they're all really cool anyways. Like, I know I seem to get upset while doing that. It's just I don't know. I don't like the state of spell spam in 2.0, because look, I'm trying to spam spells here. Once I run out, I mean, that's it. I'm using a build that had overflow sustain in live, and I'm not being able to barely cast spells in 2.0. So I don't know. Maybe it's more. I don't want to, like, be a doomsayer. I think they're gonna fix it, or there's gonna be more items that allow us to spell spam in the future. Or rather, like, this is just the beginning of the beta. Like, this, I don't know. But again, like, for one, there's no reason to go Int. I think it gives you, like, 4 mana regen, which is useless. Like, that's less than 1 mana regen in live. I think that's if you, like, max your mana. I could be misinformed on that, but that's utterly useless. Like, intelligence is just a stat to get you Rex in 2.0. Anyway, that's kind of my thing. I don't want Spellstone to die. I think that what I would do if this state remains the same is either play fast hybrid or just overflow the hell out of my mana. I don't know if the second option will be viable if spell cost will allow me, because again, like, you have to go like Paladin, you have to go Paladin Battle Monk to get real actual, like, use of your spells. In my opinion, I mean, I don't know. I would actually, if you want, please send me builds that are mana sustainable in 2.0. But I honestly don't know if that's going to be a thing right now, or if it does, they're gonna look really, really weird. But what I really want is more ability to actually spam spells in 2.0, because that's why I love this game. I hate melee. I tried it once, like at the start, didn't like it, so I moved on to using spells, and I just never took spells off after that. But yeah, those are my thoughts. Overall, I think the abilities are really cool. Spell spamming being not as good is something that's really perturbing to me. But anyways, tell me your thoughts in the comments, and of course I could always, I think I am overreacting in a sense that I'm just kind of like shocked at a build that had overflow mana in one point in live, and it cannot sustain at all in 2.0, and it makes me really worried about the state of the game in 2.0 if that stays the same. Of course, obviously, again, this is like I think this is like one day after beta launched. Like, everything isn't in yet, and I'm just like commenting before any of the jury's in, or before everything is all set. So keep that in mind. I don't want, I don't want to be a doomsayer on this, but these are just my thoughts, and my thoughts on the ability tree. Anyways, thank you for listening. Have a good one.